if I'm correct, is it Joel or James?
Joel.
Joel. I'm horrible with names. My apologies. But as a white man, yes, having a black barber is amazing. That was me. But yeah, having a black barber is amazing because when they get comfortable with you, they treat you like family. It's like Olive Garden. I'm pretty sure he invited me to the cookout, and that sounds important. Anywho, pretty sure he invited me to the cookout, and I do know you don't put raisins in potato salad. But yeah, if I'm talking fast, it's because I have anxiety, crippling depression, and also I'm on the spectrum. So, a little bit nervous. It's the third time on the stage, so hopefully I'll do good. Thank you. Speaking of family, anyone here's got a dysfunctional family? Yeah. Let me tell you what, I didn't know this until my brother-in-law or ex-brother-in-law told me, but my family reminds them of Shameless. Who knows Shameless? The American version. Yeah. The only difference is my dad isn't a drug addict, but he is an alcoholic. He's not a quitter, though. And I've seen familiar faces, and for those of you who've seen me at the firehouse or the movie theater, they know the traumatic, funny experience I had with my dad. What are the funny notes I have? Notes. Besides me being on the spectrum, he also has my older sister who's got Tourette's. Somebody, I get horrible with names, but there was another comedian who mentioned Tourette's, and it was very easy for my dad to find her because when we were down at camp and she was with a boy, her Tourette's would act up more because when she was nervous, that's when they would be more active. And her Tourette thing was fuck. So when she was with the guy, he would just hear from across the campground, fuck. He'd be like, I gotta go, my dad instincts. Speaking of my dad though, so we all me and my family used to be a very, take this off, there we go. So me and my family used to go to church, and there's a funny story, and it's probably why he doesn't allow me to sit on the end anymore. So usually when I pass out, it's like that. Like I'll be here, all of a sudden I'll pass out, and then I don't even know I passed out. So I'm sitting on the edge of the banister, and all of a sudden it's just boom, I'm in the middle aisle, and I look at my dad, my mom and my dad looked at me, and my mom gave me that look, and you know the look your mom gives you when you've done fucked up. And I'm like, what did I do? And my dad was like, you passed out. I was like, what? It's like, and you fell in the middle of the aisle. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know. I was asleep. It's like, you hit your head hard. How did you not wake up? I don't know. But speaking of just passing out like that, anyone here knows the movie Iron Man, the first one, the OG? So when I originally watched that movie for the very first time, I hated it, but that is because I was watching it late at night, I was really tired, and one minute I'm watching it, he was in the desert, he passed out, and all of a sudden, he just is in a newsroom, and he just goes on Iron Man, roll credits, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hello? And then it turns out I just passed out, and I was like, well then. Notes. Do. Oh, speaking of my dad and alcoholism, so 2023 in January, I lost my mom. And I don't normally grieve how people usually grieve. I try to make jokes to, keep myself funny. So when she was alive, my dad would always have to hide his beer. So one day we both got to the store, and what was it? Oh, and he bought his beer, and he set it down on the steps, and I looked at him, and I'm like, who the fuck are you hiding this from? I don't give a fuck. Why are you trying to still hide your beer? Yeah, I don't know. Do I gotta wrap it up a little bit? Or I still have a little bit more time? Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, so with that, I'll tell you guys, thank you very much. We'll next week.